Hey everybody, I'm Grandmaster Ben Feingold. This is 5 Minutes with Ben, and I'm Ben. We're going to look at a game played in 1986 at the Olympiad, which was held in Dubai. And I was thinking about it because I'm going to Saudi Arabia soon. So if you're watching this, I'm probably in Saudi Arabia now. This was played U.S. versus Soviet Union, board one. Yasser Seirawan white, Garry Kasparov black. I think Karpov sat out this match. And this is a famous match because the U.S. beat the Soviets in '86. Okay, so Seirawan's white. I've talked to Yasser about this game. They were both in very bad time trouble. They weren't keeping score, and they were just moving really quickly. And this is before digital clock, so the analog clock, you didn't know how much time you had. Okay, anyway, the engine says this should be a draw, which makes sense. It's even pawns. Seirawan played g4, which is a fine move. It says that taking or f4 both draws for black. Kasparov played f4. Kasparov obviously felt the pressure to win, being the more famous player, better player, and Soviet Union has to win, so he didn't want to draw and tie the match. Okay, e takes f4, rook takes a3, f takes g5, check, king f3. And in this position, there's no time on the clock, so you're not going to play like the best moves usually. The engine says the only move to draw is rook a3 check. That seems like a strange move, forcing the king, to go up. And then rook a2, and this is the only way to draw, it says, is to check on a3. And obviously, if you look with an engine, you analyze for a long time, you'll start to understand why some moves draw and some moves lose. But if you're just playing a game and you're in time trouble, then you make a move. So black played c3. This actually loses, and white has one winning move. See if you can pause the video and find white's only winning move in this position. It's not that hard. Okay, and Seirawan, in terrible time trouble, played the only winning move, rook to d1, stopping black's pawns, and white's g-pawn is obviously very strong. d4 was played. Yasser played g6, d3, and again in this position, let me see if there's more than one winning move. Let me check with the engine. Yeah, more than one move wins. The move Yasser played, king e3, that wins the game, but so do other moves too. And the idea is if you play c2, rook c1, and my king is stopping the pawn. And if you play d2, I can play g7, c2, takes, and you can't stop me from queening. So Kasparov played rook takes f2, and Seirawan played g7. And in this position, Seirawan's flag was down, and nobody knew if they made the time control or not, and they filled in their score sheets, and this was actually move 62. But they didn't know when Seirawan's flag fell, if his flag actually fell and he lost, or if the game was still going. So it turned out Seirawan had made the time control and Kasparov resigned. I guess the main line is c2, rook h1, d2, queen. Then we queen one of the pawns. I don't know which one. Then rook check, and black's going to get checkmated in 2 or 3 moves. So instead of playing it out in this position after g7, when the players realized white had made the time control, Kasparov resigned. It's Seirawan's only win against Kasparov, I think, in slow chess, and the U.S. won the match. And the funny story is, in Dubai, 2 funny things happened. One is Elena Akhmilovskaya defected and left Dubai with John Donaldson. They later got married. And my first wife actually played in this event, but that was before we were together. So, and she got a really good score for the U.S. women's team. So Dubai has a lot of stuff going on, but Seirawan beating Kasparov and the U.S. beating the Soviets, that was the big story. I'm Grandmaster Ben Feingold. This has been 5 Minutes with Ben. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.